Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. My name's Robin Moyle, co-founder, director and of course my official title, H Agent 001 of the H Factor. I'm going to be providing you with an overview of the functionality of the system. Should you see something that's interesting to you, I'd be more than happy to show you a one-on-one presentation of the system, and then we can dive into all the bits that are of interest to you. So my background is in corporate HR, and I remember always getting rather excited every time I heard that there was a piece of software coming to market, because I envisaged that that was going to make my life easier. However, what I continually discovered was that most HR systems deal with people only at a transactional level. So what do I mean by that? They deal in contracts, they track hours of work. Most, of course, do have a self-serve function, which of course is extremely helpful. But when you look at that so far, what we're really looking at there could be referred to as a payroll add-on. Of course, there are some that also provide a performance appraisal process, but most that I've seen have been the typical uncomfortable rating system, where the employee rates themselves between 1 and 5 in a variety of different areas, and then the supervisor also rates them between 1 and 5, and then when they get together, they often spend that time debating the difference between 3 and 4. There are in fact many organisations that have actually done away with performance appraisals completely. So when we decided to develop the H Factor, what we wanted to do is to say, if we were to give ourselves a wish list of products, what would they be? And then we went about building all of these products into one holistic system product. The first thing we wanted to do was to create productive teams. We wanted to make it easy for people to see the teams that they're a member of. So when you jump into a particular team, it's easy to add new actions. So during your meeting, you simply go through the actions, and if there's any notes to be made during the meeting, you can make those notes in real time during the meeting. During a meeting, you can sort in due date, you can sort in the action owner, you can also sort in status. It's easy to change the status of actions. The other functionality is you can use the team register that will record minutes of meetings and agendas. In the team report section, if you're a member, you can see everybody's team report, and here's where you would capture your own. All of these fields are rich text, so you can be as detailed as you like. You can use pictures, videos, tables, anything you like. And you also have the option to add to files. So somebody like the finance manager could add the P&L and balance sheet. The part of the system that works hand in hand with Teams is My Actions. In the My Actions section, anyone can create an action at any time, and these are personal actions. Nobody can see those except if you choose to share them with somebody else. Area here that you'd put the details of your action is rich text formula. This is really handy because, as usual, you can use videos, pictures and links. Now the links section is fantastic. If we look down here where we have actually created a link, this one says ensure up to date with the electrical license through Department of Mines. Now obviously when this person's created this action, they've saved this link so that when they come to do it, they simply click on that link and it'll take them exactly to where they need to be. The links facility is really handy, particularly if you are taking notes and you have saved on your computer several really good websites, and then at the end of the day you close down the computer and you lose all those websites. With this system you can capture the notes, you can also capture the links, and you can get to there quickly. Because no one can see these, you can use it for private actions. Example, take the dog to the vet. You've put the link in there, you click on that, it takes you exactly to where you need to go. The reason that this works hand in hand with Teams is because on this same tab, you can actually go to My Team Actions. And from there, you can see all the actions that you have been assigned for any team that you're a member of. This means that you don't need to go to the team section and find all the actions that are yours. They automatically come into your My Actions list. And you've got the opportunity there to make any notes that you need or to adjust the status. We wanted a place where people could not only store policies and procedures and processes, but create an environment where people wanted to actually use them. We call policies, procedures, processes, training, etc. codebooks, and in the codebook section you can create chapters. The system comes with system chapters that people get automatically, and in the Australia or states you'll find everything to do with the national employment standards. For instance, we'll have a look at one of the codes that we've got in there, the casual conversion to permanent. So if you want to know anything about that, you simply click the view button and you can see all the details here. Easy to read. It also has a flowchart and letter templates. Another one you'll find in the Australia or states, which is quite the moving target at the moment. If we look at the coronavirus, we click on that. What you'll see there is details, and because this is rich text field, we can provide links. So for instance, if you want to dive a bit deeper, you can simply click on any of those links and you'll go directly to the area referred to. Here you'll also find the different state legislations. It's also really easy for your people to actually create codes. And to give you an idea of how user-friendly that would be, let's jump into a sample code here. Something simple like changing the photocopier toner. So this has been created by somebody in the organisation, and you can see that you can use text, you can use pictures, and you can use videos. You can also have a bit of fun. You can also use GIFs. Please watch the following instructions and please treat the machine with respect. So of course we all know that people don't like to go through reams and reams of paper, and that's why the old-fashioned hard copy manuals were never really effective. But what you can do now is you can encourage all your employees to capture all their processes, because everybody has a mobile phone. We wanted to create a skills platform that clearly defined the skill levels required for success. So we've created a skills matrix builder where you can clearly define skill level requirements for your organisation and then build the training to deliver it. You can also, once you build the descriptions, you can actually assign them to specific positions within the organisation. We wanted to create position transparency, clarity of outcomes, colleague appreciation, and encouragement to progress through the organisation. In positions, you can see the positions I hold, the positions I lead, and importantly, you can see the details of every other position in the organisation. This assists you if you would like to have a look at a position that you may be interested in. In positions, you can put in the authorities for that position and you can put in the requirements. In the positions area, you can also view the organisational structure. You can see every position in the organisation, and this automatically updates if you've made any changes. We certainly wanted a performance review process that did away with the awkward conversations of the past. With our system, we've changed the conversation to be about the outcomes, and the main question we're asking is that if this is the outcome that you're responsible for, how is it that you would like to deliver it? And how can I or the business assist you in achieving that? This shifts the focus from talking to somebody about somebody to both having a conversation about the outcomes that they're delivering. This system captures and keeps all the conversation notes, and it's driven by the holder of the position. So for instance, if I have an outcome conversation coming up next week, I can go into the outcome review conversation and pre-fill to capture my thoughts on what I'm going to discuss. The system is a two-part system. So there's the conversation, and then there's a strategic component where the holder of the position actually builds strategically how they are going to deliver the outcome. And for each of the items, they can update how they're going with delivering that. We wanted a suggestions platform that encouraged people to lodge their suggestions, but encouraged them to be strategic about how they would work. In the suggestions area, employees are encouraged to give their suggestion a name, detail the actual idea, and again, rich text. They can use videos, pictures, text, whatever they like. It encourages them to think about the benefits of their idea. There's a section here to fill in for cost. If the suggestion is the result of an incident, they can actually document that there. They can attach a file, and they can select which team they want to actually assess it. And they also have the option to keep their suggestion anonymous. We also wanted a recruitment process that actually did away with the CV and instead create a platform where everybody actually addressed the outcomes that were required for the position they were applying for. In the Recruitment Centre, it's easy to create a recruitment, choose the position, choose your selection panel from your employees, and date of when the applications close. You can also put the text for the unsuitable candidates. It's really easy to assess candidates, review candidates, and you can simply assess each candidate and give them a score. This system also allows you to actually make the offer through the system. The other thing is that you can still advertise through Seek or similar and simply send them to this system to actually apply. We wanted an induction process that was really easy for our new team members to guide them through the areas of the business that they needed to get up to speed with quickly. So you can build new induction activities here, and where applicable, you can actually attach them to a code or a procedure that you want the new employee to link to. You can see all the current induction activities here, and you can also find a summary of who has completed which induction activity. And if we really had our wish list, we'd want a QMS system that organisations could use not only if they were quality assured, but for those organisations as well that are passionate about quality and safety. That's the system that we've created. If anyone is interested in having a personal viewing so that you can dive in to answer any questions or specifically focus on any areas of interest, then please feel free to give me a call. Thank you so much for your time.